It is my opinion, and my opinion doesn't count for anything.
Either way, don't call him a cock. We don't really want to call our viewers cocks. Hi and welcome back to Findersbeepers, History Seekers, and this week on the Lockdown podcast we've got, once again, I fucking think I said this every week, don't I, Andy? We've got interesting subjects.
Well, you say they are. I don't know, I ain't got a clue. Hopefully not, yeah. I never thought I'd see the day that I'd say that, but there you go.
No, we've got nothing this week. We might have something next week, so
All right.
I'll have a look. Right, so first up, I just want to say a massive, massive thank you to all our new members. I couldn't think what I was saying then. Talking rubbish tonight. You know what? I'm overtired today. But the person I want to say hello and welcome as one of our new members is Kay Keane. So hi and welcome to the Beeper Army.
Welcome.
So, right, let's get on to the questions because I just feel like I'm going to waffle otherwise and I don't want to do that.
Well then, question one.
Question one is so short. It's our shortest question ever, I think, but it may be one of the longest answers. I'm going to let you answer first.
All right.
What is your most embarrassing story?
Oh, God. I don't know. I'm going to have to think about it.
You've got it. Oh, you're going to make me go first then?
Yeah.
I've got so many embarrassing stories. That's problem.
Because you're one big embarrassment. That's what it is.
Oh, thanks. No, but I don't know which...
Which one to go for first?
Yeah, I'll go with them. To be fair, none of them are really long. They're all little stories, like anecdotes and stuff. But
Yeah.
I think the one that springs to mind straight away is I sleepwalk a lot. And you've heard this story many, many times before. But I sleepwalk a lot. And when I was 17 or 19, but I was a late teenager anyway. I got out of bed, absolutely butt naked with my girlfriend at the time. I was sleepwalking. I walked across the landing, straight into my girlfriend's mum's bedroom, and got into bed with her. Now, that's embarrassing enough. The worst thing was her mother was awake, laid in bed reading or something like that. It was like the late 90s. So she was reading a book or something. She wouldn't have been on a mobile phone or anything like that. And she watched me walk in. She watched me lay down next to her. And she didn't shift. And she didn't... Well, obviously you don't wake people up that sleepwalk, but she didn't go and get in bed with your daughter. Don't you think that's weird?
No, but that's short on the right promise here. I think, bloody hell, here we go. This is nice. Night, happy birthday to me.
I've got a great body on me at that point as well. I'm really thin, really got muscles and everything, and my willy seemed longer because I weren't as fat.
Is that because you could see it?
Oi, I could still see it. It chafes my ankles all the time. But no, I don't know. I think I put myself in the same position though, the other way around. If one of my daughter's boyfriends, when they're a bit older, came and got in bed with... No, that don't work because I'm a man.
That don't work.
No. If our Freddie, when I'm a lot older, his girlfriend came and got in bed with me, I would definitely get up and shift. God.
I wouldn't. I'd do it.
Oh, you do? What? Do you know what? You can't say you do it. This is like a 17, 18, 19-year-old lass getting in bed with you.
Above 16, all right. Old enough to bleed, old enough to breed.
You can't say that. You're not allowed to say things like that. And anyway, you know, if
Cut it out. Cut it out.
I'm not cutting it out. I'm going to show you for the man you really are. Just a bad,
really
dirty old man. The thing is, I know 100% you're fucking about, you're messing about, but I think sometimes people take us the wrong way.
I really wish they would.
You're in one of these moods, aren't you?
I am, because you're in a grumpy mode and I'm going to be a tormenting.
You know what? I am in a grumpy mood, and just to explain that, I had half an hour sleep before podcast because I was just so tired. I've had a nightmare day. I've had a flipping tyre explode on me and almost died because I swerved off road. So I had a bit of manual labour to do for a change.
Is that why you're tired? You had to do some physical work?
Yeah, that's it. I had to change a tyre. That's not like me. Usually get somebody to do it, but because we're in lockdown, I can't. It's just not.
Can't get your dad to come out.
No, I don't want to get my dad to change a tyre. He's in his 70s.
Yeah, you do.
No, I wouldn't. I would never do that. You know what? I've always changed tyres. I've always done that. The other thing is
around your stomach.
Right, me and you are going to fall out, boy.
I love you, really. I'm missing you. That's what it is. I don't see you from week to week.
I know. It does seem like a long, long time, but I'm still enjoying it, me. I'm dreading the day that I get the phone call to say you're going back to work and all that. But,
yeah, I think I am. Anyway, go on. Embarrassing moments.
Yeah, so that really, the relationship after that was always a bit strained, a bit weird as well between me and her mum. It just seemed a bit weird.
It would be.
So, and she had a fella as well. It weren't like she didn't have a fella and she was like a bored housewife. So, bit strange. What about you? There's got to be some for you.
I don't get embarrassed, really, do I? I think the only one that I can think of is when I used to drink a lot of beer at home. Still living at home at my mum's. Is I got up at middle at night and weed out at the front window. And when I thought it was middle at night, it was like 7 o'clock in the morning. And it was like midweek. So people were just getting up and going to work. And
what, and they got pissed on their head?
No, it just because my mum lived in a cul-de-sac. There were only 10 hours in a cul-de-sac, so people going out to the cars, and there's me just dangling my tattle out at the front window having a wee.
Wow.
And then got back in bed, and that was it. Because I didn't get in until about 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning. So,
God, those are the days.
Yeah, them were the days. Good old days. They're doing a war.
Oh, bloody hell. It's not that far back for me. It must seem like a long time for you.
Yeah, remember it all too well. Flashbacks.
Flashbacks?
Yeah, postnatal depression.
Why, have you had babies yourself?
Yeah.
Squeezed one out? I can't even say that. I'm going to have to cut that bit out. I almost, but I stopped myself. Yeah. Anyway. Yeah, so there's loads. Let me try and think of some more. A lot of them are sleepwalking related, like punching my ex-wife in the face when I thought she were a burglar. And
that's any excuse to that Oscar, isn't it?
I don't get embarrassed easily, though. That's the thing. I don't. Oh, I do when I don't.
You do, but you don't care.
I do, but sometimes I do care. But I put that bravado on to make it seem like I don't. I don't know. Yeah. It's sometimes I do worry about things and I do get nervous. But that's something when we're doing stuff and I know I'm going to do it. But if it's something that it just happens, I tend to go with it. If that makes sense. Otherwise, I have to work myself up to it. I don't know.
I thought of another one.
Go on.
When my oldest brother come back to live with my mum, with his wife and my sister-in-law, my sister-in-law is quite large, I'm going to say. And
yeah. I sort of drinking as he said that then.
I mean, she must weigh, or she must have weighed then probably around about 18, maybe 20 stone. Something like that. But she's only small as well. She's not tall, so she don't carry it very well. She must carry it well. But she was in the bath, and I didn't know. And obviously I tried the door, and it was locked. But then all of a sudden the door opened, and she was stood there, stark bollock naked, thinking it was my brother.
To be fair, you wouldn't have been able to see half of it anyway if they were a bit of an overhang.
No, exactly. And it was like big bush and loads of rolls and everything like that, and that was quite embarrassing.
I once saw Roy's willy, and that were embarrassing. it's something that's stuck with me ever since, and I can't get it out of my head.
That little bird in a ginger nest.
That's exactly how it makes me think. And if Roy's watching this, he's going to kill me. But yeah, it was like a little bird's head sticking out of a big ginger bush. It were awful. And that stuck with me ever since. It must have been 3 years ago. I wake up in cold sweats. It's horrible.
Yeah, I can remember that video.
Yeah. It weren't that... I saw Roy not long ago. I saw him down by the side of the road. So, not like begging.
Was he dead? Somebody knocks him over because he got his willy out in a ginger nest.
Oh, I do miss Roy. Somebody said that we should get Roy in an upcoming video.
I think he replied as well, didn't he? Yes, please, or something.
Yeah, he wants to be in it. So I've got the perfect one. It's the one that is really, really risky that we can't say on camera, but it's a really naughty one that we've got planned. It's an amazing video coming up. We've got 2 really, really good videos planned at the moment, and you need to be subscribed to the second channel, Beeper Beef. Andy always comes into chat on a Sunday morning on Beeper Beef, so if you see it, click on it, subscribe. Because
please.
Those 2 videos are going to be immense.
And they're completely different as well, aren't they?
Yeah. Well, we've done a TikTok video as well, a challenge video, Matt versus Andy head-to-head challenge. I'm not going to tell you who won. You'll have to wait and watch that. Unless you've been following us on TikTok, you'll already know. But that'll be up in the next week or so as well on Beeper Beef. So there is going to be lots more content. We have neglected it a bit, but it's been hard because of everything going off. We've not been able to put really very much content on there. But I am going to aim for the rest of this year to try and get a lot more stuff on there. And 2 of those 3 videos... Well, the TikTok video is funny. It's good. I enjoyed doing it. But you were going to give something away then, weren't you?
No, I was just laughing at the videos that we've done. That's all. I thought they were quite funny. Yeah,
I've had a good laugh doing it. But the other 2, if they both come off and both happen, like I've bought 6 GoPro cameras, 6 lots of memory cards, some all sorts of things to help with these videos. They are going to be immense. They're going to be so good, and I'm so excited for both of them.
Yeah, definitely.
You are, especially for one of them.
For one of them, I can't wait. I'm just going to wee myself, literally, with excitement.
It's going to be good. Really, really good.
Feeling nervous. I'm going to be nervous and excited all in one. I might even have a stroke.
Oh, God, don't, because then you're not about to do it.
I will. I'll do it even if I'm dead.
But yeah, if you're the person that's helped us out with that and you know what we're talking about, thank you very much. It's really appreciated.
You've made an old man really happy.
Sounds like a thing you say to a prostitute, but anyway.
Yeah, might as well. Bring one of them along, even better.
Is that our embarrassing stories done?
I think for me, yeah. I'll try and think. 'Cause I've got loads of years to go back on. So
I've got loads. There's loads, but for some reason, we did this when we were doing the accents. As soon as you get into this situation, your mind just goes blank.
Yeah.
And I could use so many different ones, but can't think. Right. Oh, that's weird. The next question links quite closely to what we were talking about a minute ago, actually. Okay. So you both seem really confident people. How do you get the confidence? Is it all real or is it for show? I'll let you answer that.
I don't think I'm a right confident person, to be fair. I'm a quite sociable person, but I don't think I'm that confident. Majority of it's just for show. I'm a bit of a showman, but I do get embarrassed, and I'm quite reserved at doing things where I think you're just all gung-ho, yeah, I'm going to do it anyway, I have to think about it. I do a bit of risk assessment on majority of things, how it's got to be done. I do like to plan things. I'm not a spontaneous sort of a person, apart from when it comes to my banter. Quite quick thinking, but other things, no.
I think that you are a planner, and I think I am a spontaneous person. However, I think I'm just as much of a shy person as you are. I think a lot of the time I may seem confident, and it is bravado, but I am as well. It's weird. What
Yeah.
I'm saying is almost contradictory. I'm sort of saying, yeah, I'm a confident person because I am. I am confident and I am somebody that can just go, right, I'm doing this. And I've done that sort of like with you doing things and you've had to work yourself up to it, or I've had to talk you into it or whatever, and I've just done it. So I am confident, but also there's a little mouse inside me going, oh no, I'm scared of what everyone's going to think. Like jumping off Tower Bridge, for example.
Yeah.
I was very confident when I got up there. Like the video itself is actually edited down quite a bit. The amount of time I stood on there and looked down was a lot longer than in the video. And
yeah, it did seem quite a long time while you're up there, to be fair.
Yeah, and it were two things. It weren't just the fact I'm jumping off a bridge into water that could quite easily pull me under and drag me off. That was a concern, but also it was all the people around me. There was a big crowd up on the bridge. You can't even see that on camera either, but there was a massive crowd up on the bridge. They were all down at that market where you were stood, weren't they?
Yeah,
shouting, "Oi, big man, you all right? You okay?"
Oh, big man.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I do get nervous, and I'm not confident in a lot of ways. And I definitely, when I was younger, growing up, I wasn't. And I think it's maybe a bit of a thing I've built up over the years to cope with that, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I'm confident with the people that I know and that I work round and that have been round for quite a while. I'll do anything and whatever with people. It's people that I don't know, which I'm quite missing. Yeah,
I hide away in corners. Me, I'm the sort of person that I don't have people in my house. I don't go out socialising.
I know that.
Really, I know you've never been in my house, but no. But I don't know. I like my private space, and I'm friends to hundreds of people, like hundreds and hundreds. In fact, I've deleted literally everybody off my Facebook. So if you ever send a Facebook request and it gets turned down, don't be offended. I just generally keep things quite tight and small, just to have that. Shut up! Don't stop. But no, I like to. I don't know. I like my space. Not my space. I'm not like back in 2006. I am on Facebook. It's not my space, but I don't know. I just don't know. I sometimes just need to get away from it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, exactly. You've got to have your own bit of privacy anyway, haven't you, at the end of the day? Get away from everything. But like I said, with new people that I meet, I'm quite reserved, because I think what it is with me is I like to try and suss them out first to see how far I can take things, because, that's another embarrassing thing. I've just thought of one. Because in the past, where obviously, you know me, I'm quite rude, I'm quite upfront, I'm quite forward, and my brain don't engage before I say things. Now, this one time I used to work at people might or might not know, I was a baker for 20 years. I used to work for Asda and people like that. And I used to work for a small family bakery in the village that I live in, and worked there for 7-8 years. Now, there was this one girl that started working there. I don't know if she's going to be politically correct, but she was retarded. That's the only way I can put it. She was a bit slow.
I can't say retarded. It's the right 1980s word. Don't say retarded.
I think she's got some sort of special needs.
Special needs or mental problems, not retarded.
Anyway, special needs.
I have to give you lessons on how to speak, I think.
No.
Yeah.
No, because that wouldn't be me. Anyway, shut your mouth. Let me get on with the story.
Look at you. Big man.
It's only because I'm 8 miles away from you, I can say it. Anyway.
Know where you live.
I forgot what I was saying now.
Yeah, so there's special needs person.
Special needs person. She had a bit of a thing for me. And she used to buy me like Valentine's cards and buy me presents for my birthdays and things like that. And then one day I was saying, like, being really rude and things to her. And she weren't really laughing, going, yeah, acknowledging what I was saying. Yeah, sorry.
Sorry, no, I'm laughing because I wanted to say something really inappropriate, but I didn't.
Anyway, and I just turned around and said to her, what's the matter with you today? Has your dad been abusing you? and it ended up that her dad had been abusing her.
Oh no, Andy.
I know, and then I went
that's
away.
a proper foot in the mouth thing, that, innit?
Yeah,
that's
big hole. And I didn't really know until I went away on holiday and I come back and asked where she were, and obviously she'd been took into care and things like that, because I think she was only about 18 or 17, 18, so she was only quite young at the time, and then they told me what had happened and I didn't know what to do.
I bet you felt awful, didn't you?
Yeah, just a little bit.
God.
I felt more than awful. I was gutted. I couldn't really work for the rest of the day. I got myself all quite upset about it, and I had to go home and have the day off because it was just a bit of a shock, to say the least. So that was more than embarrassing, to be fair. It was. So that's why now I tend to weigh people up first before I start weighing in with sexual innuendos and things like that, to find out what they really like, see how far I can take them, if you like, but not literally.
Yeah, you are inappropriate, but it's good. I like it. It's funny. But like you say, you have, especially these days, you've got to be really careful what you say.
Yeah.
Especially using words that you're not supposed to use. Remember that. But yeah, I almost said something really inappropriate before that as well, but I'm not going to say what it was. But anyway, yeah, like I said, I don't know. Going back to the confidence thing, I'm a very confident person. I will do pretty much anything, but I feel more confident to do things when it's just me and you. If it's something stupid, if it's I don't mind it in front of a camera because I can't see the reaction of the people.
Yeah, I think I'm the same with that. If it's just me and you, I don't mind. But when an audience, it's a bit. Sometimes I get a bit embarrassed when you're doing things as well, thinking, "Oh God, they're all looking." I think when we went to Estonia and you were dancing under that water, coming off at roof, you just took your shirt off in the middle of that square.
Yeah,
just all those people under that thing hiding front rain, and you were just there. I'm thinking, "Oh my God, they're all looking."
And they know that you're associated because you're the one holding the camera, pointing at me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I thought, "Oh God," but once it's over and done with, it's quite good, isn't it?
My way, if talking about how you can be confident, if you want to be more confident, generally, if you're doing things in front of people like that, the stupid things that I do, you're never going to see these people again. They might look at you and think, for like 30 seconds, think, "Oh, an idiot." By tomorrow, they'll have probably forgotten about you. They won't think about you again. They might maybe in a week tell the mother that they saw somebody dancing in square in Estonia, but that's it. That's the biggest, the best it's going to be. Whereas I think the confidence thing in front of other people, if you know them well enough, then you should be confident anyway. It's fine. It's people that you know and you trust or whatever. If it's maybe a situation, I don't know, like I've many a time had to get up and speak in front of people that I don't necessarily know, but I sort of don't know them, but I know them, if that makes sense. So like in a work thing, then I just put myself I look at the camera or whatever it is, or pretend there's a camera there and I'm just talking to that. Whereas I'm not talking to everybody in the room, I'm just talking to one thing. And I think that's the way to do it. You've got to sort of isolate yourself from the rest of the people, even though you're in the middle of a group. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does. I think we're talking in front of people. It's all right if you know what you're talking about. If you don't know what you're talking about, you make a right cock of yourself, can't you, really? So I don't mind.
I'm one of these people, though. I know a little bit about a lot, but I don't know a lot about anything, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I think, like when we're doing these podcasts, I often think to myself, I wish I'd done a bit of research about it beforehand, but I'd rather it be organic and natural and not sort of, I've done loads of research. Yeah, exactly. I don't want it to be staged. I want to talk about how we feel about it, and we might be totally wrong. We might talk about stuff that is just, we're like, this is miles off. We're just nowhere near the truth. But if that's what I think, that's what the comments are for. Get down in the comments and tell us we're wrong. That's fine.
Yeah, I think I read a comment earlier on today about things about ghosts and in afterlife and things. Somebody give you a bit of slating. I thought, cock.
No, it's not so much being a cock. And actually, next week we've got got something about you saying something like that as one of the questions, so we'll come
great.
to that in a bit. But it's not so much about them being a cock. It's just we don't know everything about everything, and it is our opinion. And
it is my opinion, and my opinion doesn't count for anything. But
it does. No, and that's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying that you're wrong, but I'm not saying that they're wrong either.
Yeah.
We just if it's something where it's black and white, so it might be like factual, and you get something wrong, and they disagree with you, and you call them a cock. That's really wrong on you. But if it's something where they've come and said you're wrong, and what you're saying is not right, and not giving you that chance to have your opinion, then yeah, they probably are a cock. Do you know what I mean? So it's finding. But either way, don't call them a cock. We don't really want to call our viewers cocks because it's not very nice. I know you don't. Yeah. So last question. Let's have a look. So it's not porn, but it's sex related. What's the weirdest place you've had sex, or do you think that it's something that should be kept in the bedroom?
No, anywhere it takes your fancy.
So where's the weirdest place you've had it?
Pond Street bus station downstairs at toilets in Sheffield.
Why does it always involve toilets? All mine involve toilets.
Yeah, that's it. Back seat of a National Express coach coming back from London.
I hadn't had sex in London in fact it were a tube. I've had other things happen to me where I've maybe the same results happened, if that makes sense. But yeah, that were on a tube in London, to High Barnet, weirdly, which is where I always get the.
Oh God, is that where you always take me there? Is that what you're hoping for? Reenactment? It's not going to happen.
No.
You dirty bag.
It were bloody amazing as well, but no.
Yeah, it would be again. That's all I can say.
Well, I'm guessing yours is like a night out then.
Yeah. When I used to go around Sheffield on a Saturday. Well, it used to alternate between Donny and Sheffield, and it was just a night out in Sheffield, just blind drunk and
down the big one next to Penny Black and all that.
Yeah, that's where his first stop, where Penny Black pub.
It's a right dirty end down there.
Oh, best end that. Brilliant.
Grimy and horrible.
Used to have a right laugh. Complete Angler, Marples, all them old pubs. Great stuff.
Ooh. No, I used to go around Sheffield, but I never. How did I used to get home? Taxis. Never used to go on bus.
Well, we used to catch bus there. Well, it used to be train. We used to catch train.
Yeah. Oh, so this is not when you lived in Sheffield. This is
no. It's when we used to still live in Donny. We used to catch a train from where I live now. I nearly said it then. Into Sheffield, and then it was just how we used to get home. Like, so it could be a taxi or just wait for first bus next morning, and that's what it were.
Yeah.
First bus next morning.
Going back to embarrassing moments, actually, that's just made me think of one. So when I was quite late to lose my virginity, and when I was out clubbing when I was 17, I think, no, maybe 16 or 17. It was before I was supposed to go clubbing anyway.
Yeah.
And I got like talking to this lass and like snogging each other's face off, and I was absolutely wrecked. And I mean, I couldn't see. And she said, right, let's go back to mine. So came out of Leadmill, which you know where Leadmill is.
Yeah.
Got in a taxi, and she was a student, and she lived on just off Ecclesall Road, next to the big park at the top.
Yeah.
So anyway, I got out, and the air hit me, and it sort of sobered me up a little bit. And it were only about 50 metres I had to walk, but in that time I realised she were a big, fat, horrible, ugly munter. And I didn't want to go through with it anymore. And like I said, I'd not had it at that point either. So it were a big nervous thing anyway. But I definitely did not want to lose my virginity to this big thing that was just vile. And that's not fat shaming or anything like that. She just were sweaty and like had a beard and stuff. He wasn't a man. And anyway, so we went back And because I were a bit scared because I weren't very old and she were probably 3 years older than me or something. I got into her like student shared accommodation, and she said, "Oh, I'm just going to go upstairs and freshen up." I thought, "What, you're going to go like shave tash off and everything?" And one of her flatmates came to me and said, "Mate, run now." And honestly, that's what he said to me. He said, "You need to go now. Please don't let yourself in for this." So I opened door and I literally just legged it. And then the next minute, I were like walking across that park at the end of Ecclesall Road, and she grabbed me by arm. She chased me down.
She couldn't be that fat.
Well, I'd sort of legged it across road and then walked into the park. So she'd like had chance to catch up with me at that point. So anyway, she grabbed me and she's like, "Oh, come back." And she said, "Like, we can have it in park if you want. We'll have it in park." I'm like, "No, I don't want it in park." So yeah, that was pretty embarrassing as well to ended up doing that. Yeah. So, oh God, Sheffield nights out are a nightmare, aren't they?
They're brilliant. I used to love them.
I did. I used to absolutely love them. I was talking about the whole biting the ear off thing with someone the other day, but we've talked about that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Mine are quite extreme places that I've had a bit. And they're all past relationships from long time ago. So one is in the toilets on the Eiffel Tower, first level. The second one...
Only got to first level. Yeah, failed.
You can't, there isn't any toilets further up. It's not like a big thing with a load of shops on first level. Next one is on the cable cars at Alton Towers. I'm quite proud of that. The kids going past on the other side were very pleased.
All you could see is an arse bobbing up and down. Or up against the window.
And the third one was in the toilets at Stonehenge in a portaloo. Stunk.
I'm going to say, they're the toilets at Stonehenge. You just like, open the rock and walk in.
No, it's like a visitor centre and stuff as well, isn't it? So, but when you tell people that like you've done it on Eiffel Tower and at Stonehenge, they go, "Oh, that's amazing," until you tell them it were like a portaloo and a disabled toilet.
It's not that romantic, is it?
No, not at all. So it's not something generally I tell many people, but yeah, it's...
told me about 15,000 times.
I tell you everything all the time, and you know what? I forget that I've told you, so then I'll tell you again, and then I forget that I've told you. So Sue gets so annoyed with me because she says things to me like, "Oh yeah, you know that I sent you yesterday." I'm like, "What?" I said, "Oh, we're having a conversation about this." I'm like, "I don't know what you're talking about." And my memory is so bad. I can remember things from 10 years ago like really well, but if you ask me something about the last 24 hours or even the last week, no chance, absolutely no chance. Have you died?
No, I'm just sniffing.
Do you mean you sniff? What are you sniffing?
Not glue, I don't like that. I'm just having a...
Not glue. Do people still sniff glue? Was that like a 90s thing, or has that been come and gone now?
Yeah, I think it has.
I don't hear about people glue sniffing anymore.
No, they just pour it in a bag, didn't they? Just sniff it out of it.
Have they took the stuff out of the glue to stop it being toxic or whatever it were?
What? Horses?
Could be, yeah. Hoof. Is it hoofless?
They don't make it out of horses anymore. But never mind.
Well, I bet they do in other countries.
Yeah, France.
France. Oh yeah, they make use of the whole horse. You know what? Horse meat is the nicest meat I've ever eaten. It's beautiful.
It's not.
What do you mean it's not? It is. It is the nicest meat I've ever eaten.
I bet it's not.
No, it is. It's better than bear.
Bear.
It's better than bear. I loved bear, but horse is better.
Well, you should eat your own dog.
What? What's that going to do? Why would I eat my dog?
Bear.
Oh yeah. Oh, I didn't get that.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus Christ! That'll give up.
My dog's called Bear. No, I just didn't put to it. I've told you, I've had to sleep and I'm in a funny mood. I can't help it. That's about it. We're about done.
Done?
Yeah.
Lovely. Lovely, jubbly.
It seems another quick one this week.
I think they're quicker every week, quicker and quicker.
I know. Maybe we should find some more. That's a point. If you've got any more sort of in-depth things, maybe stay away from porn for a bit, because we're sick of talking about porn. And you know what? People keep messaging me asking, like, what
For sex?
are... no. Well, yeah, but no. People keep asking me about, like, what are bears and twinks and what are this and what... Just look it up on Google. Just find out for yourself. Explore the world of porn. I'm not the expert.
I had one of our colleagues, like mine and your colleagues, message me today saying, is Matt really gay?
Because of... You can't talk about it, though, because they won't have seen the video.
Oh, anyway, and then you were on about... they messaged, what's this website? I went, what website? He went, and they put Twinkles.
Oh, God. I'm going to be associated with certain things, me, aren't I?
They just messaged me saying that. So, anyway.
Good story. Right. So, like I said, make sure you're following Beeper Beef for the video to do what you've just heard. At some point, I will be wearing makeup in one of the videos. So, yeah, get over to the video on there to watch
Spoiler.
that. Yeah, spoiler. As usual, you not thinking before you speak.
I'm sorry.
Terrible. And that's about it, really. Like I said, we've done our shout-outs. If you want to be a member, be a member. If you want to be a Patreon, be a Patreon. If you want to just send us stuff through post, you can't, because I'm not giving you my address.
It's going to be a furry.
Oh, you are in trouble for the furries, and you'll find out next week why. So we'll leave that there, and we'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Be sure to subscribe and press that bell icon for all the latest updates.